one of the best and commercial APIs for online storages, no, not APIs, online storages is Google Drive. We are all, is anyone not working with Google Drive? Or everyone has an experience with Google Drive. Because of its usage, its massive usage, we decided to go with Google Drive. And also our university has a contract with Google for using its services. So we decided to go application using or integrating Google Drive in our solution, in any solution. This is the architecture. So in the higher level is our application, and then is how the Google Drive is API is organized and or built up in Google servers. What can you do with the API, with the Drive API? I have put a short video. Does it have sound? No. Okay. Okay, previously the applications were mainly developed for desktop application, but now this video shows how online storages are getting more and more important, and how can we benefit from their for using them as our repository. Okay, I will, since this we have not sound, I will pause this. In short points, what can we do with Google Drive API? We can use our application for uploading, first of all, creating Google native Word and Excel files from our code. We can upload, download files, as I said, create, modify, or open files, and you can manage the sharing of your files by your app, and structure files in folders, of course. Now I will demonstrate how can we use Google Drive API to store and retrieve files. I will firstly describe what is if we are considering we are beginners, and how to start, where to start. First of all, we have to register the app. The app is in the following URL in the Google APIs console. We have first of all to register our app, which plays the role of intermediator and between our app and Google Drive. The main aim by Google for providing this model of communication is to have a view what is how our app is used. You know the limitations about how many clicks on Google Drive has. It has some limitations, and Google Drive counts our API usage through this this app, which is registered like this. Projects. If we want to create a new project, we will press on this. I will say 2. a project name. Then after creating the project, the main points where we have to be careful is okay, this stuff is not very suitable. We would like to enable what APIs our app will use. As I said before, we have used only Google Drive and Google Calendar. We will browse and find where is, for example, Calendar app API. This is the point where I was standing before, 500,000 requests per day. This is the limitation. If you want free requests, you have to pay for this. If you want to enable this API, you have to press here the on, and in Drive API also you will enable the Drive API, and you will go on Credentials tab. You will have to create new client ID. We are building a web application, not a service, not installed application. We will press Configure Consent. We have to provide the email address of the app developer, product name, the name of the app, homepage URL. This is the production version URL, product logo, and so on. I will go now to my developed API. It is called LibreLMS. Here I will see the credentials. The credentials are here. What we need to get on our solution in Visual Studio, we have to copy this client ID, client secret. This is the app client secret, and redirect URIs are the URLs when you will allow Google to access your Google Drive. You have to authorize Google Drive to make changes on your Google, to upload files. When you do the consent window, which is then in which URL should return to your app. This is the URL here. For example, I have tested from many locations. That's why localhost is different here. This is the production URL, Libre3 SEO. This is the production URL for the redirect URL. Where to put this? I have put this data on a class, and this is the client ID, client secret, and redirect URE. This data I have put on web.config. On web.config, these are here. For example, Google Drive client ID, client secret. I have copied from the Google console, from the Google console, and pasted here. Another issue which I ignored during passing through this document is the scopes. While building your app, which will use Google Drive as an online storage, you have to be careful what scope will you need for your app, what scope will you need to while communicating with Google Drive. The default and the mainly used scope is drive.files, the first one in the table. It gives the user only to access files uploaded or created only by your app, not to all Google Drive. So only, this scope for our application was limited because we wanted it was an experience point. It was not possible from instructors, for example, to upload files not from our app but from Google Drive. With this scope, if you upload documents through Google Drive, those files uploaded by Google Drive will not be shown in your app. Okay, I will make an interrupt here to show you the final product, to go and then return here to have a more so I have opened my Google Drive. These are Google Drive folders. My intention was because we are building an online learning management system. I have decided to make for every course a specific folder in Google Drive, holding the files uploaded by instructors or course assistants, or by students Dropbox for assignments. In every, for example, it is a course here. Every course contains two folders, Dropboxes and files. In files folder will reside the materials from the course, while in Dropboxes are folders. For every assignment, it is created a folder where students will upload their solutions. For example, there are three, for example, in this Dropbox. One student has posted here, practical 9. There are many students. And this is the homepage of the LMS. If I go to, I will start by creating a course, for example, and so here are the courses, the list of courses. If we add new, I will make an example course, title Code Camp 2014, instructor, I will be as instructor, pin code, initializing the course, and now our app will, in background, will create a folder for this course and also subfolders, Dropboxes and files. is done. I will check out here in my drive. It was 2222. Is here. Code count 2014, Dropboxes and files. This was to show you how it works, and demonstrating you the code about what is behind. I will use when I will upload some file in this in the files folder. Okay, I stop here. About the general scope is the drive scope. It is the scope which means that you have all the users' drive in your hand. This is the general scope. It is risky, but if you want, this is not the main. This is not good to be used. But if you have Google Drive for using only for your application, like is with our university Google Drive, because you have to use your Google Drive only for your academic works, then this drive is, as I said, giving the app the permission to upload or to download or to view your files. What is done? What is received by Google when the user allows access to your app? Is received. There are received two tokens: the refresh token and access token. Refresh token is a long-lived token, encoded in, and access token is a 1-hour token which can be used to access your drive through our app. One good idea, one good point here is to store this in the moment of authorization. You have to so the user requests allows access, requests token. The authorization code is sent back to user. Then the code is exchanged for the token. The token are received on user side, and then the user uses tokens to call Google API. This authorization, the authorization consent, the dialog consent is initiated through the following line: string URL. This is the class. Get authorization URL email. These classes I omitted before. It was here stated. It is here. You have to download the API and import the classes you need. I'm talking about utils. This class is the main. This is the downloaded class by me for using as for our app. Get authenticator from state, for example. These are the methods for communicating with Google Drive. Get stored credentials, store credentials, exchange code, get user info. This is for authentication purposes. This class is for authentication purposes. And another class is G Drive. This is the main class where are placed the methods for communicating with Google Drive. For example, retrieve all files. This is online. You can access it, you can download it whenever you want. There are ready codes. Download file provided by Google developers. Update resource, if you want to update, rename resource, delete file, insert resource, and so on. This is the class which is used by our app to where it is on internet, where is the place where are placed these sources, these stuff. I have on my presentation, you will get that in the end of this event. You can find it here in this web page. This is the client library of Google Drive, which must be downloaded and referenced in your project to use those functions, those methods for updating, inserting files, uploading, downloading, and so on. And the Google Calendar is also there. I will return back now to how to upload the file. I said before that the first step is authorization. After the authorization is done successfully, if the user, of course, if the user is firstly authorized, you get the refresh token and access token. You have those on your database. You don't have to ask for another refresh token or access token. If the access token, you will try to access the Google Drive with the access token. If that will fail or the access token is not any more active, you have to use the refresh token to get another access token. And with that token, you can manipulate the Google Drive. Secondly, after you have all the authorization, before every action from your app to the direction to the Google Drive, you have to initiate the activator. It is called Google Activator. And this is done by a function. I will demonstrate it in my code. Where is that? We'll go step by step. After you authenticate the user to your refresh token, then you have to start the service. The service for manipulating the Google Drive. After the service will be activated, then you have to use that service for uploading or viewing or listing the folder files and so on. I have here stated which is the function for inserting resource. Now I will demonstrate how it is done in my code for how to upload the file. First of all, I will enter not as an admin, administrator for course management. I will go as a teacher now. We'll go in dashboard. I have here the list of courses. This is the code camp which we created now. Of course, it will be empty. It will check here if there is any file. No files published yet. Okay, I will now upload the file. Before I upload the file, I will go with debug with breakpoints to show how upload file function. It is in the controller, in the course controller. So we are here, course content. This is the course content. If we upload files, it will be called the upload file function. I have used for uploading files, I have used an Ajax multiple file upload tool, which is free, is open source. You can drag and drop here. That's why here most of the code is commented out, because it is supposed to work with local files. Huh? Now I have adopted it for uploading online. Now I will add some file. Let it be test document. Okay. Start uploading. And now we are here. On parent ID is this key. The key of the parent folder, where the file will be inserted, in which subfolder or folder instead. If we compare that, NGA is the same, because the file will be placed here. Then, as the first step, we have to check the authenticator. I will go into, and this is the authenticator control. Remind me to zoom in, because this class, Google Authenticator, is Google provided class for authenticating users to use Google Drive API. In the first page, when I enter in dashboard, for example, I have initiated this session. Session when it will take the refresh token or access token. I will show you here the refresh and access token. For example, how they are, how I have stored them in my database. Even that it is preferable to store them in a dedicated table on database. I have integrated in the user profile as a tool. For example, refresh token is here, access token is here for every user. And access token expiration time. For example, this is the access token for expiration time of this user Libri. I am user a.jajaga. So this is expiration time, but this is on 2 and 40. This is on central middle time. +1, it will be 3 and 39. It is active. It is a valid token. Okay. Now I will return back to Google Authenticate. Since session Google Authenticator is not null, I will quick view here the session. It has the refresh token. The authenticator is placed here, and in the state we can check its parameters in real time, whether they are which refresh token is used and the access token. These are taken from the from Google classes. Then, yes, yes. I am getting from session. Yes. Later, if the data are present in the refresh token is present in database, then I use all that. Drive. Then I have to build the drive service. If they are not, any of those is null, then I will return false. Otherwise, I will return true. And if it is okay, then I will go for each file. This for loop goes for each uploaded file. Do okay, I pressed F10 intuitively. It was here the moment where, okay, I will do it again with another file. Here is the file. My intention was to stop here. Okay, I will do it with another file. Add another file. Reset migrations, for example. I will do it again. Continue. It's here. Where is the moment for? I will stop on the moment of. It is here. So while building all the bytes of the file, reading the file, the bytes, and all the other stuff, the main action for uploading the file is here. It is displays in this class GDrive repository. The method is called insert resource. I will step into that method. Okay, the authenticator will be checked on dynamically here. I will return back in this file. Okay, and the constructor will be activated. And now is the function insert resource. Title it is called reset migrations. Description, if we have not placed any description. The meme type, it is taken by our code. It is text plain. Content, it is read by the bytes, and parent ID as previously passed here. Now we bind the data to a body object. It is file. It is a Google file object. We fulfill the metadata, because in Google Drive we know that the content of the file is the content of the file. The file is made up of metadata, data about the file, and the file itself, the content of the file. So here we populate the metadata. Metadata data. Meme type. If not, our parent ID is not null. So we build parents. We do we set the parents attribute for our file. Then after we have set all those stops for completing the file upload. Now it is a request used by the drive service. Drive service has a method for files which is called insert, and then this after we set up the request insert media, which is insert media upload object, we do the request.upload. The request is done now, and now we return the file to do other stuff. And now we can check. We can wait about SignalR push method to appear to do the job and appear on Google Drive. And here is the document uploaded by our app. Okay, that's for uploading. It is easy. It is easy to do it. As we saw, there are only a couple of lines for uploading a file in Google Drive. Another point where I focused is for using Google services is the Calendar API. How to use the Calendar API for arranging an event. Okay, I will go briefly in interest of time. Again, the same steps as in Google Drive. The authorization, you have to be authorized. You have to have the refresh token, access token to access the API. Then again, activate the authenticator, Google Authenticator for doing the manipulations. And the different issue from Google Drive is now that you have to use calendar service. It is calendar service. It is called Google Calendar Service Proxy. After you have activated the service, now there are again two lines for inserting an event. For example, you have to build the event object. It is the event class. We have created an object here and built up the object previously, and then you have to call from the service, calendar service, you have to call the method create event and pass the object of the event. And then the magic will be done. Okay, briefly in calendar event, I will stop here and go briefly how can I arrange an event in Google Calendar. Add an event. For example, okay, I will call it code camp. Location phone. When we'll start it, when it will end, I will leave by default. And now save. Okay, there are problems with. Okay, I will leave those. The datetime picker changes the date format. That's why the problem appeared. Okay, I will let them, and it will. I think that it will work like this. Okay, now we are here. Calendar ID. The calendar ID you maybe have seen on Gmail, on Google Calendar. The calendar IDs, they are the default one is your email. Then you have to build the calendar event. This is an object from calendar event. Yes. This calendar event is my own created object for storing on my database because there are data. For example, for example, why I have decided to create an event to place some data in my database is that in Google Drive the owner is read-only attribute, and you cannot modify it. The owner will be the email which is creating the event. It will get automatically through your refresh token. So to define the owner of the calendar event, I have used this. The point is why I have to change the owner. The owner I have to change because I have used only one account, Google account, to create events, and that's libri@seu.edu.mk. That's why I have, because later the problem appeared when students are registering the course on later stages. For example, after 2 months the course has been initiated. After 2 months, and then you have to modify the events. Modifying events, you cannot modify events of another user because you have not permission. With your account, Libri, for example, which is a general account, you can do that. And this is a workaround solution for solving these circumstances. Okay, now get Libri Authenticator. I will get the authenticator. It was the same as the previously. Start the service. Get the students. Get all the students through the course service. This is another. This is not focus. My focus is not here now. I built the attendees list. Here I built the attendees list of the calendar, which is invited to present on the event. For example, consultations or any event. Okay, the list of attendees will be built up here and will end up here. So this is based on the user role. For example, it is student or instructor or course assistant. And after the attendees list is fulfilled, now here is the moment for creating the event. I will enter it and step into. This is Google created class, Google Calendar Service Proxy.cs. This is I have downloaded from the Google, and it is ready-made for .NET API. This is the calendar event. This is the event class, Google class. And here we get calendar through ID Libri at this ID. And after we get that, this is the main insert function of the event. Insert new event, calendar ID, and fetch. And after it will, the result will contain the event ID here. For example, to ID is here. For example, this is the ID. Okay, we can see that on Google Calendar. The event has been. We have no students. We are the only instructor, and we will be only the only participants on the event Okay, I am Jajaga. Okay, we are code camp. No, it's here. The event is here. If we see more details about the event, I am the only participant. If we have students, the attendees list will be populated with appropriate students and course assistants and instructors. Okay, I demonstrated that. Documentation or the resources about used by building this kind of apps. This is the general for Google Drive. I will show you now. It is very important to know the resource because if you don't know the resource, you cannot build anything. Okay. Web. We are looking for web application, docs, .NET, Google Drive Web APIs, and for example, if we are looking for API reference, for example, files, everything will files, insert file. The same function that I demonstrated to you is available here. It's the same here, even if I see now that they have changed something. The byte, the file reading is done here, not in as I have done in my controller. This is done here in the class. Insert file. Also in other languages is present the API. Okay, API reference. Okay, Stack Overflow. You have a label for Stack Overflow. Even that I have not received any answer for two of my questions. So it is very useful to use this to use Google Drive API. But when it comes to difficulties or obstacles, they are very, because you rely on third party, and relying on third parties, how beneficial those that much, and disadvantages. Okay, the block of you have this here. Samples. There are. I have started from these samples. These samples are very useful. Console application, very brief application for using how to use. It is placed in the first point. For example, this is the main application, Drive Edit example, which is online on Google Drive, placed on the samples link. You can download it from. It is placed on GitHub, open source, and you can download it. Also, this link is very useful. You can find many applications which are based on online storages, like Google Drive. They are only for Google Drive storages. Okay, questions? I think if you have any points where you any questions? Yes. Excuse me. You can ask also in Macedonian, in Albanian, as you want. I can answer you. Excuse me again. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. This is on the testing phase. It is placed here. If you want, you can also test that. But if you don't have our university's, if you have any account of our university's account, you can use Libri 3. It is put it online here. Okay, this is a single sign-on with claim-based Active Directory federated ADFS. This is the application online, libri3.cu, and you can find it is in the testing phase. Until now, a month has passed. I think it is successful until now, even it has difficulties with refresh token authorization. There are, but in overall, it is successful. Any kind of question? Okay, I have a question. Do any one of you has used online storages as a file repository for storing files of your institution, of your For example, OneDrive is a Microsoft, huh? No, huh? No one. You have used Dropbox? Okay, but I was asking if you have used, for example, the Dropbox API. Huh? No. Yes?
The first step is using Google API is authentication.
Yes.
The second step is to provide the scope. The scope that you provide, the link, does that affect on the service? For example, if you use a service for insert, but in the scope you don't define the, you have defined only the read only data. Can you access the?
It will return for no for.
You have to define the scope. What you will interact with that API.
The scope, for example, is you can see and the client credentials. You can see here the scope. For example, I have used Drive.